Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Opening Day Baseball Part 2. I believe that my stream just went dead for a minute because of copyright. I can ensure that will not happen again. Hopefully. And what has happened here? And it looks
feels wrong only at your local Hyundai.
And it looks like the Orioles have won 1-2-2. Let me make sure I'm actually live now without interruptions. And it looks like I am. Okay, I'm actually going to lower this screen even more, though, because I am not going to get a copyright ban. Anyways, MLB, folks, we are now going to Boston versus Cincinnati.
And then be able to...
Holy. Bottom of the sixth. Reds are on. What's that little thing next to the emblems? Hang on. Being broadcast by Major League Baseball here. Matt is the man. Ellie De La Cruz. And that is hit up. That will be a single. And runners will get to first and second. McLean thought about going to third. Decided against it. Runner is now on first and second for the Reds. Nice hit by Ellie De La Cruz. Stewart will be up next for the Reds. Sal Stewart. Imagine having the name Sal. Sad. Oh, those are the ABS challenges. Okay. Anyways, here. Boston and the Reds are tied at 0. Bottom of the sixth, 2 men on, 1 out. Sal Stewart now up 1 for 2 on day. Pitcher for the Red Sox is Crochet. This will be his 70th pitch of the game. Not tired one bit, maybe. The pitch. And that will be hit. That is going to go into the right field. That's going to bring no Crochet opts to stay at third. Probably the right call for him. And that will now be bases loaded with 1 out for the Reds. Eugene Suarez is going to be coming up now as the batter. This game just got interesting real fast. Wow. 2 hits towards right field. Third base coach was telling McLean to stay there. In the zone, four-seam fastball will go foul for strike 1 for Suarez. Suarez, I can't say he's my favorite player. Anyone that knows the Reds, if you look at the Reds, how are you going to say that anyone outside of Cruz is your favorite player? That will be a ball, 1-1 count, bases loaded, bottom of the sixth. Very interesting here. Crochet at 72 pitches. If anyone was wondering, I'll let you know probably when he gets 73. The windup, the pitch, that will be hit foul. 1-2 count now. Cruz sitting at second base, wondering where he went wrong by joining the Reds. Don't worry, I'm wondering the same thing, buddy. And pitch. And that will be low and swinging. 2 outs now for the Reds. Gotta be really careful now. Eugenio Stewart, or Suarez, you are gone. Spencer Steer is now going to be coming up, and Tyler Svensson will be on deck. Or Stephenson. Stephenson? No, Svensson is a V. Low and swinging. Steer 0 for 1 on day. And pitch. And that will be inside for ball 1. The Great American Ballpark. Spencer Steer had a walk in the second. 0 for 1, though, for actual batting. You know, the thing that he's supposed to be pretty good at. Never mind, he's a catcher. Pitch, and that will be strike one. Tried to swing at it, but missed in the top left corner. The Reds have real momentum here. I don't know if Steer can capitalize on it, though. It's really not looking like he can. The pitch, and another swing and a miss, strike two. Steer really needs to capitalize on this golden opportunity in front of him, where this game could maybe go into extra innings for all the wrong reasons. I mean, you don't want to be playing catch up this late into the game. Pitch, and that will be outside 2-2 count. But again, you just can't be playing catch up this late into the game if, say, Bruins get a run in the seventh, or 2 runs, or 3, or whatever. So Reds really need to get ahead of it here. The pitch, and that will be inside 3-2 full count now for Steer. This is definitely his most stressful moment of the year. All the Reds fans on their feet. I don't know why it's showing ABS. That was a very clear ball. Pitch in the zone, swing and a miss, and that will retire. Crochet will retire to the side without giving up a run. Oops, I just shrunk myself. For anyone wondering, we will not be going to Detroit and San Diego because it is. What is wrong with my arm? Because it is 8-0 and nobody wants to see that. Hoping I didn't get like any violations on my YouTube channel here. It's kind of weird if I did. I mean, I understand why, but still. And I'm gonna go to YouTube Studio just in case. Respect the military. Think I'm good. Alright, no restrictions yet. I just got taken down. Anyways, looking into the future here. Bruins have a tough challenge ahead of them. They gotta try and come into the seventh here swinging. Seventh inning stretch. Stretch your leg. Stretch. Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Anyways. Boston's gotta try and capitalize here. I mean, the Reds had a golden opportunity. Bases loaded, 1 out, and they blew it. They just simply blew it. Jesse Jackson Jr. passed away last year. Oh yeah, I forgot Castellanos ain't on the Reds anymore. Is he still on the Reds? No, he's not on the Reds anymore. I didn't think so. If he was, though, I mean, perfect moment. Oh, let's have a memorial for this guy. And Castellanos, deep left field. Alright, top of the seventh. Johnson, the new pitcher for the Reds. And that will be outside for the batter, Mayer, pinch hitter. And that will be ball 1. Brand new inning, brand new opportunities here. The delivery, that will be hit up. That is going to go to center field. Caught. No! Diving catch does not get there. And that will be a stand-up double for Mayer. Mayer doing a little bit of showboating there. Doing a little of that. And he will have a double. Carlos Narvaez is going to be the batter up now. I mean, you almost got to think it was a mistake to pull their pitcher, but I don't know. Pitch shown bunt. It will be a bunt on the third base line. He may even get to first. No, but it does advance Mayer to third. He showed bunt very early in the windup. He showed bunt. Very impressive by that young man right there. Rafaela, the center fielder, is now up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Did the Reds? Okay, they're just showing that Pierce Johnson is now in as the pitcher for the Reds. Pitch and swing and a miss, strike one. Both teams still have both ABS challenges. And pitch, and that will be low in the dirt for ball one. 1-1 count here. Man on third, I can't get over the fact that, I mean, no, you don't really want to bunt again. And if you do, you want to do it now instead of when it's 2 strikes, which I feel like it will be here soon. And no, that will be in the strike zone, but swing and fouled off, 1-2 count. Rafaela here is going to be in a pickle here shortly. Rafaela, ready. The delivery. And that is going to be hit up and fouled away. Still a 1-2 count. I think the Reds do, even though there's a man at third, challenged in the first run, I think the Reds still have all the momentum in the world. I really need a sealed door. But pitch. And that will be high. 2-2 count now. Even though the Reds just threw a very scary pitch, why is everyone have to make noise? Anyways, and the pitch. And that will be high. Still a hit line drive. Mayer's going to come home for the first run of the game. And Rafaela is going to get a single out of that. And the Bruins have put the first run on the board. Wow. What a great thing that has happened here for the Bruins. Wow, that actually almost took out the pitcher, Johnson, there. This dog's going to annoy me. This dog is really going to annoy me. And speaking of pitchers, here comes a new one for the Reds, trotting out there. And we will go to commercial break. That's funny. Let me make sure I got no notifications here. That dog is really, really annoying. Oh, YouTube sent me a copyright thing, didn't they? Anyways, here. ESPN is now the home of MLB TV. I'm going to kill it all. keeping my focus on one at a time most of the time. But yeah, yeah, and I got copyright strike. Copyright strike like 50 minutes into my first stream. I got a copyright strike from MLB, so I had to lower the viewing box or make it smaller. Anyways, I gotta get back in there.
Well, why'd you get in trouble? You let a commercial run and
No, because the box was too big, and you know it would be considered copyright or piracy, whatever. They said it shouldn't be because of the Fair Trade Act, but or Fair Use Act, whatever.
what's your channel called?
Game Radio. And we're back here live. Story of the game. Story of my. And speaking of story is up for the Bruins. Still top of the 7th here. Anthony. Is that Anthony on first? I have no idea. Anyways, Trevor Story, the shortstop, is batting, and that will be a swing and a miss for strike one. Story 0 for 3 on day. Maul, the new pitcher for the Reds. 4 pitches in now. Pitch, and that will to second base, and that will retire the side. Now we're going to go into the bottom of the 7th here. Oh, it's great for an MLB opening day. Beautiful skies in some parts of the country, not so much for others. As there's going to be probably storms and tornadoes tonight in the Ohio-Indiana region. Everyone for the Reds are having their 7th inning stretch as they are going to go to commercial. That dog is going to piss me off. The Bruins, though, did have a very... What is this?
Of God Bless America.
We're listening to this.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America.
God
my
bless
home,
America.
sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Hockey is here. The Spinorama's here. Intensity coming in.
And we are back. All right, that was a 7th inning stretch. Then we're going to go into the bottom of the 7th. Reds will be up to bat. This dude's name is going to piss me off. I really hope he doesn't bat again. Tyler Stephenson is going to be up to bat. Okay. Now, this is going to be controversial. Even though the Bruins got a run, I still think that the Reds have the momentum. I mean, the Reds have all the pieces in place right here for, oh wow, the draft is April 23rd to 20th. Okay. Anyways, the Reds have all the pieces in place to have a good to have a good inning here, or a good couple of innings. They got the fact that, last inning they were 1 out away from possibly getting 2 runs in. They have the fact that, I don't know. It's just, I think the Reds have the momentum, even though the Brewers have a run. Now, it could be just me. Reds.tv. MLB is so much capitalizing on all this. Anyways, yeah, game summary is not much. And it does look like Crochet pulled, even though he's had 8 strikeouts so far. Wow. Very impressive for the Bruins pitcher. Crochet is... And we're back. Slayton is now the pitcher for the Bruins. Justin Slayton. Stephenson at the plate. I'm not going to say his name again. The number 7 batter at the plate, the catcher for the Reds. And the pitch. And that will be framed, but to no avail. 1-1 count, I believe. Yeah, 1-1 count. Don't tell me they're doing ABS right now. That's an ABS challenge. That will be a ball, like we all knew. That was just a real... That wasn't even a good framing job at all. T-Mobile's making so much money. Holy. Or probably I pay a lot of money. Anyways, and that will be considered a strike. Wow, okay. And that's going to be another ABS challenge, I believe. As that one was most definitely a ball. And that will probably be overturned here in a matter of seconds. Yep, ABS detects a ball. 0.3 inches. And the call is overturned. 2-1 count now for the number 7 batter of the Reds. I'm not saying his name again. Alright, Slayton ready at the mound. And pitch. And that is in the dirt. And they're going to recycle the ball. You know, it's not that even that bad, but whatever. 3-1 count now for the number 7 batter. Oh, I'm funny. The pitch. In the dirt again. Ball 4. The number 7 batter walks to first. Man on first now for the Reds. I'm telling you, the Reds have all the momentum. The Bruins really should have never pulled Crochet. I mean, okay, he did let bases get loaded. But still. Anyways, Will Benson will be at bat for the Reds now. Bruins are having a team huddle in the middle of the field, probably asking Slayton why so many of his balls are going in dirt, and Slayton's probably asking why he's throwing away all of his dirty balls. Outside of that, that was probably a pretty good conversation. Benson warming up, getting ready for his moment to shine. Around the league, Angels Houston still at 0. Detroit leads San Diego 8-1. Tampa leads St. Louis 7-1. Philly leads Texas 5-0. Not too many close games here. And the first pitch, that will be hit foul, and that will be 0-1 count for Benson. Benson already down in the count. Benson has a really weird stance. And the pitch, and that will be fouled off. 0-2 count. Benson deep in the count already. Benson has a really weird, hunched over stance. And instead of the bat more on his shoulder, he has it up front. And look, everyone has their own stance. But I don't understand Slayton with the pitch that would be hit up and fouled. I don't understand how that can, one, be comfortable if you're like hunched over, and two, if you're hunched over, you want I would imagine at least, you want the bat here so that that hunch can kind of, provide a little leeway instead of out here. And Benson will strike out. 1 out now for the Reds. Yeah, I can't imagine that's a comfortable stance. I mean, now, granted, he does take his foot and his bat back. Like, no, he didn't. He doesn't even take his bat back. His bat starts out here, and he takes it here, and then follows through with the swing. Hayes up to bat. 0-2. 0-2 on the day. 1-0 count for Hayes. Anyways, though, yeah, I can't. That can't be comfortable at all. And it can't work. That's why Will Benson is a pinch hitter. Anyways, Hayes. That is a strike from Slayton. 1-1 count. Hayes not doing much of anything today. Slayton looking, and the delivery. That will be hit up by Hayes. That will be out in the left field. Will the runner from first advance? No. The number 7 batter on the Reds has elected to stay back at first. I am still not going to say his name. 2 outs now for the Reds. Friedel now up, the center fielder, 0-for-3 on the day. The Reds still have momentum, but it's very little. Slayton probably wondering what his post-game meal is going to be, the pitch, and that will be a ball. What? Never mind, that will be a strike that the Reds really should be challenging. But alas, they are not, even though they still have both ABS challenges anyways. And that will be in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 count now. The balls really don't have to be replaced this much. The balls really don't have to be replaced this much. Friedel not having the best start to a season, but that's okay. Not all of us can. Aaron Judge didn't have the best start to a season. But alas, the pitch, and that will be a ball 2. 2-1 count now. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bruins still lead 1-0 though. I mean, if Friedel can just blast one out of here, that seems very hard to say. That will be hit up and foul 2-2 count. At the same time, though, say the Reds retire, or the Reds are, Friedel strikes out here. Their next 3 batters are McLean, Cruz, and Stewart. All who are, well, outside McLean, all who are doing reasonably well today. So I think it stands to reason that it could go well. And speaking of which, Friedel is struck out. That will be the end of the 7th. Red Sox up 1-0 on the Reds. If I do lose power, it is because thunderstorms are brewing. Presley is barking. Of course he is. Duran. Alright, the Red Sox really need to capitalize. Oh. Sorry about that. Red Sox really need to capitalize that they're going to have this chance here to expand their lead. They need to do it now. The 9th inning isn't going to work. Top of the 9th won't work. Will it? No. Is this an AI commercial for NCAA Division I women's basketball? This is AI. Bruh. AI is crazy, ESPN. Oh yeah, today is the resumption of March Madness. Crazy. La Liga. Love that they won't share the soccer on any actual ESPN networks. And if you're a Reds fan, Saturday is Reds cap. Your kid can get a free hat if you go to the Great American Ballpark on Saturday, March 28th. Anyways, here, top of the 8th, Boston's Jarren Duran here, the designated hitter, is going to be batting. Do the Reds have a new pitcher? The answer is probably. Let's find out. They do not. Mole is still the pitcher. And that is going to be a line drive caught by La Cruz. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Any momentum that the Bruins were. And Will Benson is now in for right field instead of Keener Falefa. And Mr. Ashcraft is coming in as the pitcher. That was a very quick pitching change. But Reds pitcher is now coming in. Or a new one is now coming in. That was a very sudden change. Do we really need all these hospital shows? Like, who watches this stuff so much that they have to make 20 of them? Seriously. Who is watching all of these hot scrubs? Who's watching all of these hospital shows so much? Like, a couple hospital shows are good. But, like, it's such an oversaturation now that they're not enjoyable. And they're all this exact same premise. Like, oh, we got this group of employees at the hospital. They're silly. They're weird. It's not entertaining. Scratch 15 of the 20 shows. Keep a couple on. And then the genre will be good again. But until then, you can't keep it. Anyways, back to actual baseball here. We have Wilson Contreras as the next man up. Can't believe the Reds just had a pitching change. That was a very sudden pitching change. I mean, nothing happened. Mole was only in there for 6 pitches, and he gave up. He didn't even give up a run. Anyways, though, new pitcher, and that will be a ball. Ashcraft now in. Graham Ashcraft. Not bad, but not good either. Contra is 0 for 2 on the day. Already a 1-0 count. And now 1-1 count. Contra swings and misses. I'm still trying to understand why the Reds had to switch Mole out after only 6 pitches, but that's beyond me. Hand pitch. And that will be a swing and a miss, strike 2. 100 miles an hour from Ashcraft. Ashcraft clearly has a little bit of velocity. He also looks like he's 45. Or 35. Or 27. No younger than 27, right? And the delivery. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Already a strikeout for Ashcraft. And next up we will have Caleb Durbin. Durbin is 0 for 3 on the day. Yes, we all saw the pitch. Golf clap for the pitch. Angels are also up 1-0 on the Astros. In other news here, Durbin is up. And that is a strike in the box, 1-0 count. Or 0-1 count. My apologies. Caleb Durbin, 2 groundouts and a flyout today. Not much of anything from him. Ashcraft looking, the pitch, and that is low. Gonna say it's a ball, right? Right call, first base, 1-1 count. Or I'm sorry, gonna say that he didn't go, no check swing, and pitch, and that is hit up and fouled away. 1-2 count now. I haven't commentated baseball in so many months. It's been, since September? October, maybe? September. It's been since September since I've commentated baseball. And everything that I've been trying to commentate here has been bad. That will be very high, almost a wild pitch. Sorry about my dog in the background. I don't know what he's doing. Nonetheless, though, 2-2 count. Ashcraft's looking, the pitch, and that will be a ball high, 3-2 count. Full count now for Durbin. 2 outs, though, so I don't know if Durbin can even make anything of it. Oh, that ain't good. Pitch. Inside, ball 4. Durbin, take your base. Durbin will now be on first base. Abreu is going to be the next hitter up for the Red Sox. Weiler, Abreu, 1 for 3 on the day. And pitch. And that will be high. Way high. 1-0 count. Bruins only have 1 ABS challenge if they need it. And Abreu calls time, steps out the box. Oh, and there is a balloon on the Red Sox field. Will Benson has picked it up, and he is going to jog in and give it to Reds ball boy. The balloon dropped into center field there. I believe that would have been a double had a runner hit it. Okay. Anyways, Abreu now in the box again, ready for the pitch. That will be hit up and fouled away. 1-1 count. And those Reds fans they're drunk. Guy caught a baseball, will not give it to a kid. The multiple kids are asking him for it, and he is not giving it up. Good man, good man. Well, depends actually. If you already caught a foul ball, you're giving the next one to a kid. If not, though, then keep the foul ball. That's what I did, but at the same time, I was a kid when I caught my first foul ball, so so young. Anyways, Santana almost took off my head with a foul ball. And pitch. And that is high outside, 2-1 count. Ashcraft here, 7 balls, 6 strikes so far. He is throwing awfully high for most of these balls. Pitch. And that is in the zone. That is hit. And that will be out at first. Retires the Bruins. Going to go to the bottom of the 8th for the Reds. Due up is McLean, De La Cruz, and Sal Stewart. I think with this combination there can be a run somewhere. I mean, now am I probably thinking that Cruz gets a base hit and a double and Stewart brings him in? Yes. But that still means though that there's going to be a hit somewhere in these next three. I can almost guarantee that. Especially bottom of the eighth like this. Oh, yeah. There's going to be a hit. Huh, everyone had the same idea as me to commentate baseballs today. Wow. Wow. Everyone stole my idea to commentate today. How sad. Anyways. Ohio Department of Transportation, Department of Public Safety, Ray St. Clair Roofing. Why am I reading out the ads? I have no affiliation with the MLB or the Cincinnati Reds. I don't know why I'm reading out the ads. Anyways, here. Don't read out the ad, don't read out the ad, don't read out the ad, even though it's fun, don't read out the ad. Anyways, Boston has a new pitcher, Garrett Whitlock. 62 games last year, 2.25 ERA, 72 innings, 91 strikeouts, only 2 home runs allowed. And the pitch to McLean will be a ball. Ball 1. That catcher looks like he is protected from the next nuclear bomb that drops. Or meteor. There's been a lot of meteors recently. And pitch. And that will be strike 1. 1-1 count for McLean, even in the count, even in everything in his life. So, let's see what McLean can do. And that will be a ball, 2-1 count. I'm worried for this Whitlock pitch to the pitch. And that is ball inside, 3-1 count. Anyways, I'm worried for Whitlock here. Whitlock is seeming like he is extremely... What was that? There's something in the back, towards center field. 3-2 count, full count now for McLean. Whitlock's almost seemed, not shaken, but he seems very nervous. More nervous than he should be. And the pitch. And that is hit up. And that will be a routine pop out in left field. McLean is out. 1 out now for the Reds. This is the Reds' last big chance to get something going. And their sun is beaten down in Cincinnati right now. She was beaten down over here. Anyways, LA De La Cruz now up. And that will be strike 1. Let me make sure nothing bad is going on with my stream here. Oh yeah, it's thunder and lightning. And that will be strike 2 from LA De La Cruz. Now Cruz, if you want the Reds to do something here, you have to get a hit here. And that will be in the dirt for ball 1. This next pitch will be Whitlock's 10th pitch of the game. And honestly, I think he's not doing bad, so I can't really blame him for anything. But I don't think that he should really still be... He's not doing the best. And that is strike 3. Strikes out LA De La Cruz. Next up is going to be Sal Stewart. Either way here, Sal Stewart, 2 outs now for the Reds. Sal Stewart needs to do something to revive this team. And that will not do anything. That will just be a strike. 0-1 count. Okay, the Reds patches are okay too. Orioles patches were the best. But Reds patches, they got a very small Kroger logo. And then they got the big baseball mascot for the Reds. Those are some good patches. Those are some pristine patches. Orioles and Reds. Props. Anyways, 0-2 count in the dirt. Ball 1 now. 1-2 count. Stewart steps out of the box for a second, practices a swing, and now he is back in the box. He is ready for some action here. He is ready to get involved. Stewart ready, and the pitch. And that will be hit up. That will go towards the right field. Will drop. It did that drop foul? No. That went into the stands, and that will be a ground rule double. I'm gonna this dog. That is a ground rule double for Stewart. Ground rule double for Stewart, and now Suarez will be at the plate 0 for 3 on the day. And the pitch, and that is a strike. Strike 1 now. Whitlock now at 15 pitches. Suarez, that's an even worse batting stance. Fouled off. Strike 2. I need to see that batting stance again. That may actually not be as bad as Benson's. Stiff as a statue. I mean, I guess he turns in. It's not as bad as Benson's, but it's pretty close. It's close. Anyways, still 0-2 count, man, on second, 2 outs. Suarez down in the count here, 0-2. Swinging at anything, and he does swing at that. That will be strike 3. And that will be the end of the 8th, going to go into the top of the 9th now. Boston still has a 1-0 lead over Cincy. Now look, for any aspiring baseball players, I am not someone that played baseball growing up. I am not someone that even has this much of an interest in baseball. But please, get a good stance. Like, seriously, don't have stances like these guys. I know the batting coaches will tell you to have, whatever stance makes you feel more comfortable, makes you feel like you're going to hit the ball better. But in reality, that's just not how it's going to happen. I mean, I don't know how there's not standard stances by now. The only stance I like that's not like a traditional stance is Francisco Lindor's stance. Because he still goes into it. Like, he, is wiggling the bat out here and whatever. But, moment that the pitch winds up, he's already in a traditional stance. Lindor's stance I like. Well, but, these other ones from the Reds here, Suarez being to the side, Benson doing whatever he was doing there. We'll be able to see it again. Don't worry, in the bottom of the 9th. I don't know. I just can't get behind it. Super Bowl 61. Anyway, there are so many ESPN ads. This is one of the most annoying things I've ever seen. So many. All right, top of the 9th. Red Sox up 1-0 against the Reds here. Red Sox will be batting here. Markello Mayer. And new pitcher for the Reds, Mr. Phillips. Connor Phillips is the pitcher. Mayer is the batter, and that is already a 0-1 count. And that will be a very somewhat controversial 1-1 count now. That was a ball. I mean, yeah, it was a ball. It was ball. Close, but it was ball. Pitch. And that is hit down the third base line, and that will be a single for Mayer. Mayer will elect to stay at first. All right, so I'd be stupid if I said the Reds still have momentum. They don't. They don't have as much as the Bruins. The Bruins have everything going for them now. Although it's not much. I mean, again, this game is still only 1-0. It's still a low-scoring defensive affair. And the pitch. Narvaez is now up to bat. That is a 1-0 count. Carlos Narvaez 1 for 2 on day. He had a single, then he had that sacrifice bunt so that whoever could get home. And that now a 1-1 count somehow. All right. Phillips ready. Narvaez waiting. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count now. Every pitcher that has a mustache and no beard, I'm now thinking of Paul Skeens. All right, Narvaez called time. Immediately back in the box. He just need to step out for a second. And the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Phillips strikes out Narvaez. 1 out now for the Bruins. Next up is going to be Ceddanne Rafaela. Can't talk. Before we go back to the top of the order. And that is immediately going to go up. That is going deep to left field, but that will be caught. And, of course, Mayer will elect to stay at first. 2 outs now for the Bruins. Going to go to the top of the order here with left fielder Roman Anthony. And Trevor Story will probably not get a chance to play. Chapman warming up for the Bruins in case his services are needed. Anthony having a pretty good day today. 3 for 4, all 3 singles. Maybe he can get another single. And the pitch. Ooh, that is a fastball inside. Thought I was going to hit him for a moment. It did not. 1-0 count. Phillips, ready. Pitch. Another one inside. Not nearly as fast, but 2-0 count. Phillips really liking to throw to the left-handed batter. And that would be top of the strike zone. 2-1 count. Or, well, more like Phillips is throwing almost at the batter. But nonetheless, Anthony is ready for that one. Is another one inside. Wow. It's almost like he's trying to hit Roman Anthony. 3-1 count now. All 3 balls of this at bat have been at the Roman Anthony's legs, or well, shins, I guess. You know. Oh no. Phillips ready for the pitch. And that will be strike 2. 3-2 full count now. The Reds catcher just went like this. Anyways. Anthony ready for the pitch in his stance. I'm also ready for the pitch. Everyone is ready for the pitch. That is strike 3, and that will be a strikeout. And it will be challenged, and it will actually be overturned. That will be a ball by maybe. And that will be a walk. Huge shakeup here. Roman Anthony will not be walking. 2 men on now. 2 men on, 2 out. Second batter in the lineup, Trevor Story, is now up. Trevor Story. Oh, these batting stances are getting worse. But it's Trevor Story, so I can't really complain. That will be a... And Story having a conversation with the ump. Don't know what he's talking about. Don't really care. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 9th here. Phillips looking. And the pitch. And that will be hit down left field. This is going to drive in a run. Will it drive in 2 runs? No. But the Bruins do get 1 run in the form of Mayer. Story now on first. Three hits. Three hits. And all of them this inning for the Bruins have gone down that third base left field line, and mighty impressive by him. And now the Reds will be having a new pitcher come in after that colossal mistake. Now, what this is showing, obviously, is the Reds are not trusting in that their batters are going to be able to do too much. Which, I mean, fair. And wow, a couple of these games are getting good here. I should go to the double box, but I am not yet. Oh, UFL Football Reimagined. Sorry, fell asleep just saying that sentence. Anyways, there will be plenty of live streams tonight if you would like to catch Cleveland and Seattle or Arizona at LA. Hang on 1 second. Hello, everybody. I am back. Bruins are now up 3-0 against the Reds. Contreras is now up. I clearly missed something during that short intermission. Top of the 9th here, runners on the corners, and that is hit up, and that is maybe going to be caught by the catcher. Yes. And now the Reds will have a chance here, bottom of the 9th, to try and make something work. We'll go double box for a second, as it looks like bases are loaded for the Padres. Bases are indeed loaded for the Padres. Castellanos up. Nick Castellanos is up for the Padres here. Padres fans on their feet, bottom of the 8th, down by 6. They could really use a grand slam right now. Holton at 8 pitches. We all know Nick Castellanos. Okay season. He's out of his prime. That's fine. And the pitch. And that will be in the dirt. Almost in the dirt for ball 1. Almost back in Red Sox land, too. He's had 9 grand slams and 141 at-bats with bases loaded. Wow. Very impressive at Castellanos. 9 grand slams is actually insane. Anyways, here. 1-1 count. And the pitch. And that will be hit up. And that's going to be dead in center field. Caught. Well, I had faith for a second that that was going to be a grand slam. It was not. Oops.
Party of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced.
Anyways, these 2 games here maybe our final 2 games of the day. We're not going to focus on LA. Houston right now has bottom of the 9th. All right, bottom of the 9th. Reds have 1 chance here. Actually, I am going to go. Oh, that is hit up. That is going back deep, and that will be caught for the Reds' first out from Steer. I am going to go 1 box for this game. Chapman, the very, very good closer, is now in for Boston. Chapman last year, only a 1.1 ERA. Very, very impressive. Chapman giving the desk there to the number 7 batter on the Reds, because I still refuse to try and say his name and embarrass myself. Number 7 batter, 0 for 2 on the day like he should be. And that will be a ball. And that will probably be a challenge from Boston. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. A challenge from Cincy. Call that a strike, really? And that will not be a challenge. And the pitch. And that is in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 count now. Number 7 batter getting oh, I'm sorry, that's Myers. Is Myers going to come in for Benson? Please, please. Number 7 batter ready. Chapman with the pitch. Bounced off the catcher's glove. I believe that will be a ball. Yes, 2-1 count. The Reds need a miracle here. They gave up too much to Boston. I think all their pitchers were a little bit rattled. Gave up 2 runs to Boston. And the pitch. High by Chapman. 3-1 count. Not looking well right now. I very highly doubt the Bruins would ever pull Chapman, though. Even if he is struggling here at first. Maybe he's just getting in his rhythm. And the pitch. And that will be swung on going into center field. And that will be caught for the second out of the inning. All right. The last chance here. Myers coming in for Will Benson as the pinch hitter. Dane Myers had 106 games last season with the Marlins, 235 average, 6 home runs, 5 RBIs. Nothing to really gloat about, but, you know, maybe they can get something going here. And the pitch. And that will be inside for ball 1. I have to feel that Myers is at least a tiny bit happy about the opportunity that is presented in front of him right now. Because he has an opportunity to get on base. And that will be ball 2 by Chapman. Myers ahead in the count as of now. At least he can't fall behind. Well, I mean, does striking out consider falling behind? I mean, 2-2, 2-3, I don't know. Chapman looking. And the pitch. That will be another ball. 3-0 count by Chapman. That's called a strike. And the ump is wanting to go home, folks. I understand the weather's about to get pretty bad. That one is also a strike. 2-2 count now. Really should be a 3-1 count, but what do I know? I'm just a viewer / commentator. All right, Myers getting his stretches in. Call time. Coming back in the box. Chapman back on the mound. We're sure to see a little bit of action here. And the windup and the pitch. And that will be hit high by Myers. Will not go over the wall. That will be caught. And that is the end of the game. Bruins win 3-0 against the Red Sox. And what could be described as a pretty lackluster but pretty entertaining finale. We will now be going to LA and Houston. Actually. Who likes sound, am I right? We're actually going to be going double box here. And the other game will be Texas and Philly. Which game to commentate? Not really sure yet. LA is up 2-0 on Houston. Bottom of the 8th, top of the 9th here. You know what? We'll commentate this one. Anyways, everybody. And that will be caught. Yep, up by somebody. That one not. Anyways, looking at the Rangers here. Against Philly on NBC Sports. Don't want to get into trouble for trying to say this name. Kyle Higashioka is up as the Rangers batter. No outs, no one on. Top of the 9th. Rangers are down by 3. They really need a couple hits here to get going. 2-1 count. Duran is in the bullpen for the Phillies. Backus is the pitcher as of now. And that will be a strike. 2-2 count now for Higashioka. 3-2 count now. Full count now for Higashioka. And I mean, he needs it. He could use a walk here. Next is Jung as well, so that could work out in his favor. That will be a hit down the center field, and Higashioka will take a single. Just like I was saying, get a single there, and you know what? All of your wildest dreams can come true. Why not? Rangers now in a position of power. They now have Jung, their third baseman, up to bat. And Phillies are having a talk on the mound because I'm going to assume that they're thinking about pulling Backus. Oh, yep, here comes out somebody. And looking over at LA and Houston, LA is still up 2-0. No one on. I honestly can't tell if there's outs. I think that's 2 outs. I'm not really sure. Either 2 outs or no outs. But 0-1 count. Nonetheless. Anyways, Backus not pulled. 13 pitches and not pulled yet by the Phillies, even though they do have a warm-up in reserve. All Backus has to do here is close it out without giving up 3 runs. And the Phillies will win this ball game. Jung ready at the plate. And that will be a ball 1. Josh Jung 0 for 3 on the day. Not a very impressive day for him so far. Maybe he can turn it around. And the pitch. And that will be a strike. 1-1 count now. Rather normal leadoff. And the pitch. And that is hit. And fouled away. 1-2 count. Backless now at 16 pitches. I don't think he should be pulled yet. I don't think that would be the greatest idea for him. Oh, that thunder is rumbling. And tries to pick off Higashioka and is not successful. And the pitch. And that is way outside. 2-2 count now. Backus now looking probably frustrated. And that will be hit up by Jung and fouled away very fast. Still a 2-2 count. Very long at bat here for Jung. And this is, I mean, even possibly, this is just giving the Rangers more power and wearing down Backus. Inside 3-2 count. Full count now for Jung. Jung back in position. He is ready. And the pitch. And that is hit. That is going to go to the second baseman. Throw out. Double. Not a double play. An error has occurred. Higashioka is now at third. 1 out. What should have been a routine double play was not. And Higashioka has gone from first to third after a missed throw to second. Higashioka saw that and was more than eager to get to third. Now Josh Smith is going to be on deck for the Rangers. And Backus again having a conversation. 20 pitches in, he may be getting pulled here, folks. And it does indeed look like the Phillies' next reliever is going to be coming in. For 1 second. All right, back in the saddle like a 2x4. Duran now in as the Phillies pitcher. Yeah. Sorry, I had to get my mind right for a second. Oh, it's a Duran versus Duran matchup here. Duran is in as the Phillies pitcher. And we got Ezekiel Duran and as the Rangers batter. This is the Duran versus Duran matchup. Which Duran is going to win? Let's find out. The Duran in as the batter is pinch hitter for Josh Smith. They're going to go back for the... Oh, Angels just hit a home run, extending their lead to 3-0. Anyways, here, already an 0-1 count for the Wester Duran. Yeah, whichever Duran wins is going to be the better Duran. Whichever one loses is just the lesser Duran. And if I remember, I'll call him that for the rest of the season. Anyways, and swing and a miss, strike 2. And Duran is down on the run already. An 0-2 count. This could have very negative consequences for the Rangers. Yeah, Duran won't be. No, there's no chance. Anyways, Duran needs a hit here. I'm going to get tired of that name very fast. And the pitch. That is hit and fouled away. Still 0-2 count. Now, I'm absolutely loving that. I mean, the opening day has been entertaining so far. Love that the MLB is back. Love that I can broadcast for whoever watches. That will be a check swing. Yes, 1-2 count for Duran. Phillies fans on their feet. But yes, love that I can commentate baseball again. Easiest sport to commentate, honestly. Solar almost hit a homer. Well, ooh, low, and Duran is out and swinging. 2 outs now for the Rangers. Last man up is going to be the catcher, Jansen. I almost said center fielder. It's going to be the catcher, Jansen, here. And that will potentially cause problems. 0 for 3 on the day. In the dirt for ball 1, Duran. Yeah, Danny Jensen, .215 average last year. Catcher, 0 for 3 today. Just not having a great day here. You know what? Let's see if it's luck to turn around, as there is still a runner on third for the Rangers. And the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 1. Jansen back in the box. And he is now ready. Almost looks like, I mean, I know it's just a shadow from his helmet, but it almost looks like he's wearing like a bandit mask. That will be hit. Line drive. 1 runner will come home, and Jansen will get on first. That is now 3-5. Phillies still lead by 2. And now Haggerty. Most important moment of the season so far. And Haggerty will not be in. It will be a relief. It will be a relief man called Evan Carter. Evan Carter will be coming in here. Substitute for Haggerty. He's 0 for 1 on day. And that will be strike 1 for Carter. Duran looking, sets up, and pitch. And that will be ball 1, 1-1 count now. Carter has a chance to do the funniest thing ever and send this game into extra innings. Just the funniest chance to do that. Would be hilarious if he did that. Anyways, the pitch. And that will be hit down the first base line, but will go foul. 1-2 count now. Rangers are 1 strike away from having this match be over. And the Phillies are 1 strike away from having their first game of the season be a major win. Every Phillies fan right now on their feet, clapping already, like it is certain that they're going to win. And the pitch. And that is hit. That is a diving catch by the first baseman. That is an out. Phillies win 5-3. And now that brings our number of games to 2. Focusing on LA and Houston here. Where is my boy Josh Hader? Only player on Houston I like is Josh Hader. And the pitch. And that will be a ball. Is there any other broadcast I can watch this game? Bryce. Not even going to try and pronounce that name. Just Bryce at this point. And we are now getting an ABS challenge, I believe. On a potential strike, and it is a strike. Clipped the top corner of the zone, just barely. Call confirmed, 1-1 count. Rolla has 27 pitches in this game here. Where's Josh Hader? That's my only question. That's the only thing I want to know. Where's Josh Hader? Anyways, here. Teodosia is up right now, 2-2 count. Both teams have one ABS challenge remaining. Cardinals batter broke his bat. Wow. Still 2-2. I'm sorry, 3-2 count now for Teodosia. Really tried to frame that one in, and it just did not go. And the pitch. And that will be a strike, but fouled off. Full count still for Teodosia. I'm definitely not saying his name right, but whatever. And the pitch. And that is hit up and fouled. Fans are not on their feet for this Angels team. And time has been called for the Angels batter. Is that another? Oh no, Cardinals are just having home run clips left and right here. And that is a hit by Teodosia, but he will be thrown out at first. That is an out. And that will retire the side. Now, Houston's going to have to make up 3 runs here. Jesus Christ. All right, now we are on to St. Louis and Tampa Bay here. St. Louis still up 2, 9-7. Weatherholt in as the Weatherholt in as the batter. Gomez in as the pitcher. 16 pitches here. Again, 9-7, man on first. St. Louis can extend their lead here, but you know what? Tampa already had a huge lead, 7-1, in a few innings ago, and that did not last. Tries to pick off, and that will be safe. Tried to pick off the first base batter. Did not go well for him. Anyways, Gomez looking in the pitch. And catcher was really ready to bolt it to second. I don't think this guy is going to steal. I really don't think he's going to steal. Anyways, 1-2 count now. Tries to pick him off again. Another safe. Why did he just get advanced to second? That's a rule that I don't know about. Anyways, now a runner on second for St. Louis. What just happened? I don't know. That's weird. Jordan Romano now in as the Angels pitcher. Angels just have to keep their 3-0 lead here. All right, and first person in here is Smith for the Astros, and that will automatically be ball one. What is all this crap here? And that will be strike number 1. 1-1 count now for Smith. Don't worry, I'm very invested in this game. I'm just looking at something real quick. And that will be hit down the third base line. Thrown to first. Out. 1 out now for the Astros. 2 more. And the Angels lock in this game. Wow. That was a very, very close matter of milliseconds. Anyways, now up is whatever his name is, Nick Allen. And that will be strike number 1 for Nick Allen. Two outs now for St. Louis, by the way, in the bottom of the 8th. Anyways, Romano, 2 seconds, and pitch, and that will be strike 2. And Allen calls time. Astros have something going on here. The pitch in the dirt, and now that is a 1-2 count. And pitch. And that is going to be a strikeout for Allen. 2 outs now for, and that is now going to be reviewed by ABS. If it is held, it is. That was a strike on the top left corner of the zone, and that will be a strikeout for the Astros. 2 outs now, 1 to go. And next up is Diaz. Jeff Bagwell. Astros Trivia, powered by, yeah. Anyways, and that is going to be in the dirt for ball 1 for Diaz here. And pitch. And that is going to be ball number 2 for Diaz. Diaz ahead in the count 2-0 already. He's doing pretty well for himself here. Even though Diaz is over 3 on day, that doesn't stop him from living out his dreams. I don't know what dreams he's living out, honestly. 3-0 count, though. I believe it's the unwritten rule that, this shouldn't be swung at. And I was right. And that will be ball four. Diaz takes his base. Myers will now be up for the Astros. Still 2 outs. Not really sure why Romano just threw 4 balls in a row, but that's interesting. I don't know. Maybe it was some trick. Like, oh, I just threw 4 straight balls for Diaz. Myers, please don't swing as I throw 3 strikes right down the middle. Anyways, Myers not having a very good day. He did have 1 walk, but outside of that, just a strikeout and a flyout. But let's see if his luck can turn around. And St. Louis is now, wow. Tampa's going to have 1 chance. And Myers, that will be up. And that is in the glove. Houston will lose 3-0 against the Angels. And now we are up to 1 singular game. Really? I don't care about you, Adobe. We are now at 1 singular game. Tampa Bay, St. Louis. Tampa Bay needs 2 runs here. They have not scored since the 6th. Same with St. Louis, even though they scored 8 in 1 inning. And now, Tampa is the one. Really, just paused. Really? I know your games. Anyways. What are some of these partners of the MLB? Never heard of half of these things. Tampa needs 2 runs to tie, 3 to pull ahead. Striking out cancer. That's a good tagline. And this is the last game until the Diamondbacks game at 8:30 p.m. I actually got through basically a full day of commentating outside of Pittsburgh, New York. All right, Rays Cardinals. They are in a shootout today. Rays have 17 hits. Cardinals have 14. Cardinals are up 9-7 here. Cardinals. Ryan Stanek is their closing pitcher here right now. Honestly, he doesn't look like he's the best, but you know what? I have faith in him. And that will be a ball for Williams. Nah, we got confidence in the Rays, maybe. And the pitch. And swing and a miss. That will be a strike. 1-1 count now for Williams. Stanek is fresh and ready to go. Almost looks a little bit stressed, though. Maybe that's just how he always looks. The pitch. That will be hit down the first base line. And go foul. Stanek, 34 years old. He was actually born in St. Louis, Missouri, so this is basically his dream job here. And hit up. That will be caught for the first out for Tampa Bay. In the infield grass, or in the infield dirt. Barlson. Yes, very routine catch. 2 guys were there, though, just in case. And now we're going to go to the top of the, bottom of the order. Top of the order, bottom of the order, I don't know. We now have Yandy Diaz here, the designated hitter, first in the order. Last season, 300. Today is 3 for 5. Really solid guy for top of the order. 1-1 count already. Just how fast things do in the MLB. Already a 1-1 count. Stanek looking and the pitch. And that'll be in the dirt. Now a 2-1 count. Diaz set. And another one in the dirt. Now a 3-1 count. Stanek getting set, taking some deep breaths. And the pitch. That will be ball 4. And Diaz will take his base. If a home run happens, Rays are tied up now. If a home run happens, the Rays will be tied up. But we'll see what happens. Simpson in as the pinch hitter for Velati. This will now be Stanek's 10th pitch, and it will be a strike. Simpson 1 for 2 on the day. And pitch. And hit up. That is going back into left field, and that will be calling. Runner will stay at first. 2 outs now for the Rays. 1 more, and they are done. Luckily, they have a pretty good batter coming up. And Jonathan Aranda. Or Aranda. 2 for 4 on the day. He had a solo home run earlier and a single. 316 average last season. This entire Rays team was good. Everyone on their feet in St. Louis. That will be a called strike. Will it have an ABS challenge? Stanek walking off the mound. And that is the ABS challenge, and it was a ball by a little bit of a margin there. Half an inch. Anyways, Cardinals fans on their feet behind home plate. Catcher gives the nod. And swing and a miss. 1-1 count now. 2 more strikes and the Rays are done. But one swing of the bat can put this game in a whole new perspective. And the pitch. And that will be low for ball 2. 2-1 count now. Aranda has his bottom lip jutted out for some reason. Fixes it. Now he's just throwing in a constipated face. That is now a 3-1 count. Stanek, I think, is letting the pressure get to him. He really shouldn't at this point in his career. Alright, Aranda spit all over himself. Now he's ready. Hands pitch. And ball 4. Another runner. Take your base. Two runners now on for Tampa Bay. Caminero is going to be the one. The Cardinals really challenged that? Okay. That's off by 1.4 inches. Alright. I forgot this basketball tonight. Anyways. Stanek surprisingly not pulled yet. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. And now we're having the meeting at the mound. Is Stanek being pulled? Or are they just talking? Everyone from the infield is gathering in. No signs of the bullpen manager yet. All talking. Stanek remains out there. 16 pitches under his belt this game. The Rays Junior Caminero is up 264 average last season, 45 home runs, 110 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 today with 3 walks. Wow. And a single. All right, the Rays are ready. The Cardinals are a little bit less ready in the pitch. And that will be a swing and a miss for strike 1. Caminero ready for whatever comes at him. Stanek way outside for ball 2. Or ball 1, I'm sorry. 1-1 count. Pitch 2. I think Stanek is getting nervous here. I'm getting tired, but I think Stanek's getting nervous. And pitch. And way outside again. Catcher rushes to secure that one. 2-1 count. If I was Stanek, I'd throw one somewhere in the middle and hope that Caminero would get a part of that and hit it to the outfield. Holy. And swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count now for the Rays. This could be the last ball here. Now every Cardinals fan back on their feet besides one woman who is on her phone, not paying attention to the entire game. Everyone besides whoever is outside home plate there. There's a couple people behind home plate that are not up and ready. And the pitch. In the dirt. Full count now for the Rays. Rays still have 2 runners on base. Could take the lead if a home run was hit by Caminero right now in the pitch. And ball 4. Caminero, take your base, sir. Loaded bases now for the Rays. 3 straight walks from Stanek. Palacios now in as the hitter. Stanek, is he still out there? Oh, is he finally getting pulled? Palacios had a 333 average last year. And yep, it looks like Stanek is gonna get pulled. Unless if they're just going to have a conversation with him. Stanek looking visibly stressed. Is Stanek coming out of the game? I don't think so. Stanek will. Oh, maybe he is. No, he won't. Stanek staying at the mound. He is still staying in this one, folks. Time now, 7:21 Eastern Standard Time. And the pitch to Palacios. Big strike right there. Stanek, ready, looking at second, and the pitch, and high up, check swing. That was just a check swing. 1-1 count now for Palacios. Cardinals fans once again on their feet with a bud, and some of them on their feet, about 75% of them, and the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 more strike and the Rays are out of here, but we've seen this tale before. Cardinals fans, a lot more excited now. Hey, I'm excited too. Even if I've been yawning, I'm still excited. Fifth pitch. And strike 3. Stanek strikes out Palacios. And that will be the ball game, folks. St. Louis wins 9-7 against Tampa Bay. What a ending. For a second, they had me fooled. And everyone, that will be the end of MLB opening day. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a blast. I plan to still do it on Fridays after today. I just wanted to do MLB opening day since I am off today. So thank you for